Is it wrong to say I cut my hair?
No, it's not wrong, but a better way to say it is I had my hair cut.
Then how to say 髪をすいてください in English?
In English, I think we would say please layer my hair or please shag my hair.
I thought I could say I trim for this meaning.
No, I think trim is a little bit different. Trim means the length. So a lot of people trim their front hair, their bangs or their fringe, you guys say in British English. But trimming is more to do with the length. So, or like here also, the length.
Okay. So today we are going to talk about some cultural differences in beauty salons between Americans and Japanese. Let's get right in.
Hello, friends, and welcome to CrossTalk FM. This is an English and Japanese bilingual freestyle podcast and video podcast. In this podcast, we explore cross-cultural themes and some latest trends in our respective countries, which are
Japan.
and the USA. I'm Andrea.
I'm Tomoya. Hello.
Hi, guys. So we always say that we're talking about America and Japan, but actually, Tomoya lived in Australia, so we're talking about some Australian culture a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Tomoya, can you tell our new listeners what our podcast is about in Japanese?
Okay. このクロストーク英会話、クロストーク FM では、普段の生活で感じた日本と海外文化の違いをアンドレアさんとトモヤが英語と日本語で話すバイリンガルなポッドキャストと YouTube になります。最近では、YouTube の方でクロストーク英会話っていうチャンネルの名前で、いろんなビデオも公開しているので、気になる方はちょっとチェックしてみてください。
Cool. So today we are talking about hair salons and the differences in culture regarding hair styles and hair salons, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That sounds cool.
Yeah. So if you could choose any hairstyle, what would you choose?
Well, actually, I've been growing my hair long for a couple of years now. I kind of like having it long. So I would keep it long, but I think I would change the color. I would change it to balayage.
バレヤージュってどういう髪型ですか?
I think this is originally maybe a French word. I'm not sure. But basically, it's darker on top. You have a darker color on top and then like really strong highlights down towards the bottom. And it's usually curly.
見たことあります。
Yeah, it looks really nice, but it's a lot of work to keep it looking nice, especially when you're my age. Yeah.
確かに。
Or, I didn't tell you this, but one of the trends in America now is for older women or middle-aged women, like my age and above, to let their hair go naturally gray. So they stop coloring their hair and they go naturally gray. And actually the salon artist will enhance the gray and make it look really like super gray and all evenly colored. So I would consider doing an all gray haircut too.
最近なんか日本語で言うのはロマンスグレーとか。
Oh, really? There's a name for it?
確かそうですね。
I've never heard that. That's
ロマン
cool.
スグレーっていう。
Really?
はい。それってそれの。
どういう意味？
なんかその50代ぐらいの人で、ちょっと白髪が増えてきた方で、黒く染めるんじゃなくて、もう白に、自然となっているのか、その染めてロマンスグレーというのかちょっと僕もわからないんだけど、
多分半々じゃない？
半
About
々で
half
す
and
か。
half, yeah.
どっちのこともロマンスグレーというのかもしれないけど、そういう日本語があります。
I like that. That sounds cool. I would consider doing that in a few years, actually. I'm getting a lot of gray hair. I color it now. I keep it kind of a light brown, or mid brown, but I would consider doing the romance gray.
これロマンスグレーって日本語なんですね。
I think so. I've never heard that before. We don't really have a phrase. We just say, let your hair grow naturally gray or, something like that.
でも海外の人もすごい自然にグレーになって、綺麗になってる人多いですよね。
It depends on the person. I think people that have dark hair, like black hair, when they go gray, their hair goes like a nice silver color. So you probably like you have black hair. So when you get older and you go gray, your hair will be a beautiful silver color. For people that have brown hair like mine, it's kind of like a yellow. It's like a dirty yellow color. And so a lot of older women, especially, will put it's called bluing in their hair. They dye their hair a little bit blue so that the yellow disappears and it makes their hair look like bright white. So it depends on like the person and their hair, what kind of hair they have. Yeah.
でも今気づいたんですけど、白髪って日本人の方は、まあ人は言うんですけど、でも英語だと今僕らも言ってるグレイヘアって言いますよね。
Yeah, we say gray hair. Yeah.
まあ、ちょっと気づかなかった人もいるかもしれないで。
Yeah, we don't say white hair, we say gray hair. Yeah.
ホワイトヘアとは言わないですね、白髪のこと。
That's right. Gray hair.
そうね。
I'm going gray.
And how much do you spend money for haircut?
Well, I've been in Japan for a few years, obviously. My salon here has like a set package deal. So he will give me double color. So like the roots are one color and then the bottom is another color. Like this is darker, this is a little bit lighter on the bottom. Shampoo, cut, styling, and like a head massage, plus a special hair treatment. All of that for 18,000 yen about. So about like US $180, which I thought was expensive, but I looked up some prices, like current prices in America now, and that's very, very cheap, actually.
日本の方が安いんですね。
Yeah, I think so.
てっきりアメリカとか海外の方が高いかと思ってたんですけど。
Yeah, I mean, no, I thought Japan was higher. I thought Japan was more expensive, but I'm surprised that like it's much more expensive in America.
確かに日本の方、まあ日本人のヘアスタイリストの方がちょっと上手なのかなっていうイメージがあります。My impression ね。
My impression too. Actually, the quality here is very high.
で、僕もオーストラリアに住んでいた時期が、まあ1年ほどあるんですけども、ワーキングホリデーで。で、やっぱり髪を切るわけじゃないですか。
Yeah, because you were there for a year.
絶対まあ何回か切りますよね。で、やっぱり現地のヘアサロンに行くと、やっぱりまあ日本人が多いところもいる、まあ都市もあるし少ないところもある。で、やっぱり日本人が少ない、まあ、地方だったり、まあなんだろう、そういう場所だったら、やっぱりいろんな国の人がヘアスタイリストしてるから、日本人の好きな髪型に決してしてくれるわけじゃないんですね。They don't know the Japanese hairstyle.
Right. It's very different sometimes.
Yes. それで、まあ僕がですね、一番印象に残っているヘアサロン in Australia, especially Sydney なんですけども、まあなんだろう、とにかく安いヘアサロンをね、探してたんです。で、僕の確か2、30ドルだったかな、25ドルぐらいがアベレージらしかったので。
Okay, I think it's about the same in America for like a reasonably priced haircut. Yeah.
で、まあコンコンと行きまして、多分中東系の人がやってたヘアサロンで、まあいいやと思って、髪切るのは同じだと思って、でヘアスタイルこれにしてくれ、こうなんか2ブロックででもうなんかこう、まあ日本風のね髪型にしてくれとで言ったんですけども、なんかこうやっぱり中東系の人というか海外の人のヘアスタイルって全然ちょっとスタイルがまあ流行りだったり違うじゃないですか。
Yeah, and the quality of our hair is different, so that affects the style also.
Yeah. So my hair is a little bit thicker.
Yeah, your hair is quite thick.
Yeah. ちょっとだから髪が扱いにくいみたいな感じで、でまあ2ブロックにするからこう髪を持ち上げるじゃないですか、サイドの髪を。
I think so.
で、まあバリカンか何かでブイーってするんですけども、2ブロックっていうカルチャーがその当時、今もあるか分かんないですけどなかったので、とにかく中東系のヘアサロンの人にこう 頭をですね、もぎっとこう、髪の毛をもぎゅっとこう、わしづかみにされまして、で、クリップでこう、もうとにかく止めて、どうしたいんだって。俺たちどうしたらいいのって、What can I do? って言われるような顔で、いやだからその2ブロックというか、まあ日本、こういう形にしてくれって、細かく言わないとやっぱ伝わらない、やってくれないですね。そうでもないですか
？I've never had a problem, but obviously I'm a native English speaker. But like a lot of salons will have, in America anyway, they will have magazines and hair books.
Yeah.
So you can kind of go through and say, well, I want my front to look like this picture, but then I want the back and the sides to look like this picture. And so you can actually show them a picture of what you want and they can figure it out. And they'll ask you as they go along, is this okay? How's this length? Can I cut it shorter? What do you think? They'll keep asking your opinion as they cut. So it's not too bad for me. And when I came to Japan, actually, and I didn't really speak Japanese very much, I kind of did the same. I would just look at a picture and say, something like this, but a little bit longer here, or, use pictures and photos and gestures to, get your point across.
Yes. So the time I went there, I didn't have any magazine.
They didn't have any in the shop?
I think they didn't have a magazine inside the shop. They have a picture of the man's hairstyle. But those are very, very basic, like a Westerners hairstyle.
Oh, okay.
It's likeその坊主だったり、なんかもうスーパーシンプル、basics.
Okay, yeah, like basic guy hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
でも、I'm keep saying Japanese hair salon are very good.
Yeah.
And also they offer extra service.
Yes.
Such as head spur, double shampoo, and shaving as well.
Yeah, some salons do. Not all. Not all do.
And how about United States?
I think most services like that are extra cost. Like you have to pay a little bit extra. Some salons include just a basic shampoo in the price, but some charge you extra. So you really have to check the price on the menu board or in the book or whatever they have, or ask, because some things are not included. I don't think they do head spa or like double shampoo there. So I did have double shampoo here in Japan. Like basically the salonist will wash your hair when you go in, cut your hair, and then they wash it again so that all the little cut pieces, don't fall off on your clothes later. And then they style it so you have a nice fresh haircut. I've never had that in America. I don't do this because I don't bleach my hair, but if you bleach and dye your hair in America, you can pay extra and have your eyebrows also tinted and also waxed, like to take the extra hair off. I don't do that though. But again, that's an extra fee. It's not for free. And like hair treatments and things, that's not for free. You have to pay for everything.
Some hair salon has nail salon inside their shop.
Maybe nowadays. When I lived in America, like nail art was not really a huge thing. It has become like a really big like beauty thing now in all countries, not only in Japan or America. I think probably some of them do now, but I don't actually know because I don't live there. I haven't been back in a long time. Yeah. And I'm not like, I don't do my nails. I'm a very simple person. So, but if I go back to the States, I'll check.
Yes.
Yeah, I will check.
And do you like a Japanese hair salon or American hair salon?
Yeah, I do, because I think, like we mentioned a few minutes ago, the quality here in Japan is generally high. I feel like the stylists here are very well trained. So they do have to go to school and learn, how to roll a perm and how to cut and, do dyeing and everything. And then they do have to pass a national exam. So they do have some qualifying courses that they have to do before they become a barber or a salonist.
Okay.
I think maybe we have something like that in America, but you can like not go to beauty school and you can kind of teach yourself and learn how to do it. Yeah. It's not quite as strict. It's not as strict as Japan.
そうだったんですね。
Yeah. But also like there's more salons here in Japan. There are like little salons everywhere you go here. And so there's a lot of competition. In America, there's not so many salons. There's not so much competition. And so this salonists can be kind of mediocre and they can still make a very good living. They don't have to be like super, super great. That's my impression.
確かに日本のサロン、ヘアサロンってすごい多い
Yeah.
っていうね、ニュースとかいっぱいありますけど。
Yeah, there's salons everywhere.
Yes. で、僕がオーストラリアに住んでた時のそういうヘアサロン、綺麗なヘアサロンね。看板が立てかけてあって、で、その値段がね、日本と違うんですよ、システムが。例えば、卒業したばっかりの、
Intern.
インターンか。
Or trainee or something. Yeah.
そういう人は、すごい安い。ね、さっき言った25ドルとか、
Yeah.
かね。で、まあもうちょっと慣れて上手な人、インターメディエートというか、の人はもうちょっと高くて、で、アメリカもそういうのがあるんですね。
I think so. Like, I never went to a salon that had that. I think the higher priced salons in America have that kind of system where you can choose kind of the rank of your salonist. So, like you said, you can choose an intern or a trainee, someone who's just graduated recently and is still kind of learning, but who would still do a good job. And that's about, I guess, depending on salon, of course, it's about $40 US, so about 4,000 yen, 4,000 yen. And then you can choose, like some shops have like 5, 6, 7 like different ranks of hair artists or hair salonists that you can choose. I didn't go to that sort of salon because I was young. I was a university student. I didn't have that much money. I went to just a regular salon that had just a few stylists. You had to make a reservation. They don't take walk-ins. And they were popular. You have to make a reservation like 3 months in advance.
まあそのヘアサロンスタイリストのティア、ランキングシステムがあって、まあそのでもちょっと高級そうなヘアサロンしかなかったんですけど。
Yeah, I think it's the same in America. Like basic salons don't have that. It'll just be a few people working together. Yeah.
そうね。で、シドニーの僕は、まあ、大きな町に住んでたんですけども、そこで、まあ、その結構綺麗な、なんだろう、界隈は、そういう綺麗なお店、ヘアサロンは、そういうシステムがありましたね。
Nice, nice.
で、高いなって思って。僕は結構海外で髪を切るってことがあったんですね。
You?
はい、yes.
Well, and me, obviously, because I live in Japan. So this is Kaigai for me. Yes.
で、オーストラリアでも、まあ日本人のやっぱ人が良かったから、日本人の人のとこに行って髪切ってもらってました、途中から。
I mean, most things I can understand that. But like, for example, when Japanese people go overseas and they have to eat Japanese food, I kind of don't understand that because I feel that you should eat whatever's in the country. But for hairstyles, I kind of understand just because like your hair quality, your hair thickness is so different. And it's kind of a different thing. But like in America, we have a lot of people of African descent. We have a lot of Black people. And they do have their own salons because their hair is so different than like Caucasian hair or Asian hair. And they have completely different tools and different products that they use. And like they need different training and different techniques. So I do understand like going to a salon that can deal specifically with your hair type. So yes, that's completely cool.
そうですね。で、まあ他の海外の国も旅した時も僕もその現地のといってもまあタイぐらいしかないけど。
Really? Did you cut your hair in Thailand?
Yes.
Wow. How did that go?
They are really good.
Okay, cool.
Yes. I was really satisfied.
Good.
そうやっぱり日本人のヘアサロンの人は大抵うまいから。
Yes.
ね。で、I don't know how to explain how to get my favorite hairstyle at the Western hair salon.
Yeah. Pictures.
ピクチャーね。
Pictures and gestures.
これをやってくれ。
Yeah. Pictures and gestures. That's always the best.
そうね。 で、I have a kind of problem.
Oh?
よく、いつも僕行ってるヘアサロンがね、あるんですけども、それはいいとしても、例えばじゃあ、コミュニケーションしなきゃいけない時があるじゃないですか。
Yes.
もうしないよっていう人もいると思うんですけど、で、そういう時にアンドレアさんの場合は、What kind of conversation do you do in a hair salon with a staff person?
Well, my salon artist actually knows you too. So we talk about you. We say bad things about you. I'm joking.
アンドレアさんは僕たちの友達の
Yeah.
ヘアサロンに行ってるんですけども、
Yeah, we talk about you.
で、僕の悪口を言ってるってことね。
悪口じゃないけど。We talk about you and we talk about some of our other mutual friends. Like, hey, have you heard from so and so recently? Oh yeah, he came in the other day. I saw him. How's he doing? Oh yeah. We talk about things like that. My salon person knows also that my son is studying to be a hairdresser. And so we talk about my son and how his training is going.
I see.
And then just like other general things, because I'm usually there for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's a long time.
長い。
Yeah. So we talk about, lots of different things, like new restaurants you've been to, and have you seen any new movies? And oh, this is a cool song. Whatever is, comes to mind.
そうか。
Yeah.
そういう風にできる間柄だったらいいんだけど、やっぱ初めて行ったお店だったり、なんだろう、そういうね、ちょっと会話が困る時も人もいるんじゃないかなと思って。
Yeah, maybe. Like if I go to a new shop here in Japan, which I haven't done recently, but if I do go, usually the staff person will ask me lots of questions about why did I come to Japan? What am I doing here? Do you speak Japanese? Just the usual talking to a gaijin kind of stuff.
まあね。
And then, for example, if I were in America and I go to a salon for the first time, we would probably talk about work. And how did you find our salon? Oh, I found your salon through a friend of mine. And yeah, just hair, general topics usually. Yeah. Nothing too deep, like no politics, no religion.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
Similar to Japan.
Yeah, just easy, basic, everyday topics like work, hair and beauty and fashion stuff.
Nice. そうね。みんなお気に入りのサロンはありますか? Okay.
Yeah, I think most people have one salon that they like, or maybe not. Maybe some people kind of float around to different places. Yeah.
Shall we finish up today?
Sure. This was an interesting talk. But before we shut down completely, I would like to send a shout out to Ayako-san. Ayako-san sent us a really lovely message via our Instagram account. And she sent the message in Japanese. I do read Japanese, but I'd prefer to have Tomia read it because he reads Japanese better than I do. So here's our message from Ayako-san.
Okay. いつも楽しく聞いてます。数ある英会話ポッドキャストの中でお二人の人柄が好きで聞かせてもらっています。応援メッセージでした。
Yay! Thank you, Ayako-san. We really appreciate your message and your support.
Yeah, actually, many people say that our personality, character are good.
That's questionable, but we'll take it.
ありがとうございます。
Thanks, guys.
ね、本当に最後までいつも聞いてくれてありがとうございます。
Thank you very much. Well, that's all for this episode. If you like our podcast, be sure to subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or Anchor. And if you're listening on Anchor, you can send us a message directly through their platform. As Tomia mentioned at the top of the episode, we are also on YouTube. You can find us on CrossTalk英会話 or CrossTalk English, and our vlog, the video version of our podcast, will be on our YouTube channel. You can also find us on social media. We are on Twitter at CrossTalk_Cafe, as well as Instagram and Facebook. just search for Crosstalk Cafe, and we would be very happy to get a message from any of you guys. Just let us know how we're doing, how we can improve. If you want to tell us like your worst salon story, your best salon story, whatever, we'll take it.
Catch our next episode.
Thanks for listening. Bye, guys. I'll do the mahalo.
いきなり